Hey, what is going on, guys? So we're kicking off Frame Arms month here, taking a look at the Stylet Interceptor RE. So this is basically just, again, the RE just means that it has the improved or the updated inner frame there for that, the Architect frame, and this is just a version of the Stylet that has the Interceptor parts on it, so it's a little bit different. And actually, you can get the parts as a separate part set. That would be Extend Arms 04 for the Stylet, so basically that's just going to be in different colors, so even if you don't get this particular kit, you can still pretty much make this. As far as I know, it's got all the parts to make it exactly like this. It's just going to be in different colors. The part set, I believe, is in the same colors to match the original Stylet kit, so if you got the original kit and the part set separately, it would just be in the original colors. This one is in different colors, though, obviously in this kind of gray color scheme there. Not the most colorful thing, but it has a very utilitarian or kind of realistic, militaristic kind of style look to that. So you can see a couple of them there fighting what look to be just Architect frames pretty much there in the background. Not really sure what's going on, but still pretty cool action scene here for the front of the box. As always, guys, a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for sponsoring this review. Again, you can check out all the different Frame Arms stuff and Kotobukiya stuff in general they have on their site and save 10% off all of that stuff using my coupon code ZakuAurelius10, so check that out. So I've never built the original Stylet kit. I have built the Frame Arms Girl Stylet a while back. That was actually the first Frame Arms Girl kit that I built, and I pretty much enjoyed that, but this one is going to be a little bit different, obviously. So let's take a look around here. On the side of the box, you can see it's just basically the same artwork there. Again, this is S07, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the S means that it's part of like the special like variant series of Frame Arms. So like the regular kits just have a number, it's a 3-digit number, so it'd be like 007 or 025, something like that. The S ones are the different variants, so this being obviously a variant of the Stylet, it's got that different marking on there. So here you're going on to the bottom of the box, you can see there's layout of all the parts. So it's basically got all the parts here to make the Stylet, and these are going to be all the extra parts that, like I said, would be available in this separate set that you can get separately, but it's all going to be packed in here. You got some really cool new weapons there, of course, for that, new head for it, some new armor. These really cool new shoulder armor options for this, kind of larger one and a much larger one. There you can convert that from the original shoulders. The weapons, it's got the minigun and the missiles there, and you got, it looks like, I think you've got a set of 2 of those, so you can double up with those on both arms. There's a little action pose there. Going around to the top of the box, there's nothing here. What we do have, the list price for this is 5,400 yen, so not too bad. As you can see, it's a pretty thick box here, so we've got a lot of stuff in here, again with it being the original kit plus the extended arms. I think that's not a good price if you can get it together like this. It'd probably be, I guess, about the same, if not a little bit cheaper than buying them separately, it seems like. So just got a bunch of parts in here. Obviously it's just mostly all different shades of gray, and unfortunately no water slides for any markings for this, which is kind of usual for Frame Arms kits. Most of them don't usually come with water slides, but always just kind of wish that they would. It's just kind of a shame that they don't. But anyway, here is the manual there. We just got a nice photograph of the kit there on the front, and a couple of the kind of like action poses there shown in the background a little bit there as well. On the back is our color guide for that. Again, just a bunch of different shades of gray mostly, so nothing really too much there, but it's all in Japanese. If you want to check the exact colors, you can check that out. Opening up to the center page, we've got a bunch of information here all in Japanese. Battle graffiti there, just about the story or background of this particular unit or this particular version of the Stylet. Again, just the layout of all the parts there, specs on those, some details about the different things, what that all is, but of course, again, it's all in Japanese. Going up to the front page, we've got our parts list here, so a bunch of parts there. It looks like they've got it separated, all the parts there for the Stylet, and then all the extend arms for, and it says it even has it marked here, extend arms for parts are there marked off separately, and the Architect frame also a little separate box off there. So we've got plenty of runners in here, and so the construction, it'll give you a few different options so you can see building different styles of that, however you want to build that. So you'll have some options with that. So you're just building up the torso here first, the backpack torso, and then the arms and the legs, and skipping over our center page, you got the full body then all together. And then looks like we're getting into some of the different options. So if you wanted to build it a little bit differently, it's just showing you how to build the different optional parts for that. The weapons there as well, the new head, and just some other new parts for that, and some other weapons, and all of that is here then at the back as well. Alright, so let's get through all the runners then. Alright, so first PCA for some polycaps here in a light gray color. Alright, so as you saw in the manual, we've got a bunch of different kind of sets of parts. We've got all the Stylet parts, the updated Stylet parts, and then the Architect frame parts, and then the Interceptor parts. So I'm going to go through them in the order that they're listed in the manual. So here is runner A1 anyway from the original Stylet. The date on the runner is 2009 would be the release date of the original kit then that this is based off of. And then you've got A2, which is kind of the mirror of that. These are in a light, slightly bluish gray color for these. Runner B here, just a couple of parts there for the backpack. And then we're going to see some parts for the arms and legs. We've got 2 of this C runner. And then runner D is some parts here in this off-white, kind of a light cream color for these. Runner E is in a kind of very slightly greenish, darker gray color here for basically some parts for the minigun and the weapons anyway. Runner F is just a singular piece here for the chest. Runner G is in this metallic gunmetal kind of dark gray color. Very interesting. Runner H is back to some more parts here in off-white. And runner I is some parts here in a dark navy blue, kind of very dull navy blue color. And then runner J will give us our second Gatling gun or minigun, chain gun, whatever you want to call it. I guess according to the runner there, it is a 60mm Gatling gun. Then we've got runner E1 here for some of the newer parts, not from the extended arms set quite yet, but just some of the parts here. On runner E1 we got 2 of these, and then runner E2 a couple more parts there in that lighter gray color. Runner B would be our generic runner of frame arms hands, but some nice hand options on there. And then runner A here is our parts for the Architect frame, the RE version of the Architect frame I should say. And then runner B as well, just some more Architect frame parts here for that. We got 2 of this B runner. And then we're finally getting into the Extend Arms part. This is runner A from Extend Arms 04 set in once again back to the light gray color. Runner B here, some more new parts in that off-white. Runner C, some more parts in the lighter gray color. We've got 2 of this C runner. And then runner D for that kind of new blade weapon that you've actually got 4 of. So we've got 4 of this D runner in that kind of greenish dark gray color. And then finally runner E, a few more parts in the dark dull navy color. So there you have it. I think this frame arms kit is the highest in terms of parts count of any frame arms kit that I've built. Basically the ones that I've built so far are just kind of the more simpler ones. Like I've built the Go-Rai and the Rapier, the Cutlass, and the Vulture. Yeah, and so they're all kind of the more simpler ones. This one still not as complex as you can get. There are more complex frame arms ones, but this one does have a lot of parts in it, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Seems like it's definitely going to be worth the price just for all the different options and everything you get in there in terms of the different armaments or armor that you want to put on this, how you want to load it up. So pretty cool. And if you already have the original Stylet kit, then it looks like some of the options here, you could use some options with this, and then your extra parts you can put onto your original Stylet kit, which is pretty interesting. So that is it for the unboxing, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, of course, feel free to leave those down below. I'll see you guys in the review coming up next. And again, just check the link down below to see USA Gundam Store's selection of frame arms kits and everything else there on their site. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.